after restatement. So
Yeah,
it was like a magic.
that is what I'm telling. So to manage that emotion only, this mind training program or your meditation, your affirmations, audios, videos,
Yeah, right.
all these are going to come and help you.
Yeah, right.
So back
And
testing,
today the session is so good actually. That morning session with my team.
that is most important than Parthasarathi's webinar. I'm telling you seriously. I'm telling you,
Thank you, sir.
learning more and more system doesn't make any sense unless you find out who you are. That is more important than anything else. Nobody, no, I've seen many gurus. Nobody will give a lot of importance to this. They give only importance to strategies. Strategies, you don't need strategies, according to me. No need of strategies. When one timing candle which you have chosen in the beginning, till now it is not able to show loss, then what more do you want?
Yeah, right. You are
Yes, sir.
right, sir.
You need to understand that. Okay, yeah. So hope you people did a lot of homework, backtesting. God has given you that time. Normally, no batch got this kind of a break because last 3 years I have not took any break, not even a single day, not even a single day. And in my life, only one day where I have not shared the morning Nifty number with the timing was happened 5 days before, where I'm not able to wake up from my bed. That was the only day. Otherwise, even if I'm 103 also degree also, I will give that number. So that's my habit. But only one day it missed in the last 3 years. It happens, once in a while. So not a problem, right? So hope you all done the homework. And as I already told you that your webinar, the total sessions ends on 23rd, but I said that I'm giving one more week extension. So you have time till 30th of July. So that 7 days I want to compensate. So I'll extending that 7 days. So do again more homework and let's see in case if you want to continue after July 30th, we will see later. Okay, right. So now, yeah, so
So just one question. So supposing, so we have the small videos and all the videos on the Word document. So that we can access irrespective, right? So
no, that is available for you, but
yeah.
for most of the thing there it covered was O&M and the decider number, as well as how to trade the new number
Yes, sir.
system, then predominantly fortune signal. So
No, sir. I'm anyways continuing Fortune Signal. Just, sir, that I was busy with my office work. So I have not had the chance to re-go through all the lectures, that these live lectures. So I will have access to them, right?
Class recording is available 1 month. That's not an issue.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
1 month. See, why we are particularly giving that 1 month time is because if you are not going to watch that in next 1 month time, you will never watch it again.
Yes, sir. Right.
The habit won't come. See,
Right, sir.
more than 144 people in this batch. I am seeing it is not crossing 100. Every week I am seeing, whenever I start the webinar, I am seeing that it is not crossing 100.
Right.
Maybe because of some emergency situation or whatever it is, but people will lose interest. That's their problem. I cannot help it. Okay, so if they lose interest, they will not learn. And again, what will happen? They will, after 15-20 days, after the batch is over, they will come back and again ask me, sir, what is this concept which you are talking about? This is what will happen. Again, I need to reply that, watch the video again. This is the only reply which I need to put. So if you don't do the homework, you will forget things.
Yes, sir.
And one day, definitely, it will have a major impact on you, not on me.
Right.
Okay, right. So now we will talk about the new subjects, and 8:30 again, I need to go to hospital for my last, IV. So I'll try to finish by around 8:15 today. Okay. So today we will talk about astrology. Okay. So I'm not going to go very deep into that astrology as what is what, and what is what. My course, whatever I'm going to cover in this, is more than enough to make money. Instead of getting confused with too many things in astrology. And again saying, astro is just an edge. Astro is just an edge. That's all, nothing more than that. If you believe astro 100%, you will be in terrible mess, which happened to me already. So it is just an edge. Based on the edge, then you need to understand the price, you need to understand the pattern. If all the three are combining together, then try to be with the trend. Then capture the trend with FS or any other system which you are going to develop or which you already developed and which you are using for so many years. So again saying, astro is just an edge. Got it? For example, let's say, I'm just giving an example. Based on, let's say, Neptune, it says that ITC, because Neptune will have a major impact on ITC. So, based on Neptune, the ITC has to flare up. Maybe based on whatever reason. It doesn't mean that, you need to simply go and buy. No. So, we know the Neptune date is coming. And the Neptune will have an impact on cigarette. So what are those cigarette stocks? One is ITC is there and one more stock is there, but which is not there in our F&O list. So we need to take only ITC. So again, what is the rule there? The rule is very simple. Again, the rule has to be applied on how to trade the trend change date. Simply mark the high and low of the stock, whichever side it breaks, take the entry. On the intraday, again, mark the first 15 minutes high and low, trade ITC on that particular day. So this is the rule. Okay. Why we are saying that? See, why Neptune means ITC? Why not some other counters or why not some other stock? See, based on the past historical data, people started observing each and every planet to each and every sector. So based on the certain alignment, there is some sector is giving momentum. It may be on the higher side, it may be on the lower side. Both is possible. It may be on the higher side, it may be on the lower side. For example, if you take the Mars and Uranus, both came in together, I think 3 days back. IT started flaring up, metal started going down. So if you think, okay, the Mars and Uranus conjunction happened, and last time when these two happened again at the same time, both flared up big way on the upside or both went down big way on the downside. So possibility that it may even or both will go down this side this time also, or both will flare up on the upside also. It is not the rule. After you understood the astro thing, simply mark the high and low and there apply the price and the pattern. Price and the pattern. Pattern is very important. It may be any pattern. It may be cup and handle pattern, head and shoulder pattern, triangle pattern, breakout pattern, whatever nonsense pattern which is available in the market. Rising wedge, falling wedge, anything which is there at that particular point of time, you can simply use that with the astro combination. If the pattern, if the price, if the time matches together, then be with the trend to capture the trend. That's all. Nothing more than that is needed. So this astro course is designed for a few major astronomical event which is happening and which will have a major effect on our trading thing. And if you want to, if you combine everything together, again you will be in big mess. Big mess. And you cannot trade everything. It is impossible. So you need to identify which is suitable for you, or you need to identify which planet is having an impact on your favorite stock. Then try to concentrate only on that. Nothing more than that is needed. For example, if you want to play only in Tata Motor, so the Tata Motor is luxury item because it is having Jaguar. Only because of Jaguar, it comes under the costly item. So costly item means which planet is having an impact on that costly item, which is nothing but Venus. So whenever the Venus cycle comes, you need to mark that in your chart, and whenever that cycle comes, you need to trade Tata Motors. Simple. So your favorite stocks is already chosen by you, which you are going to trade for the next 3 years. You don't need to change it. And this input can be fit inside your favorite stock, which will give you momentum. Got it? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Got it, sir.
Right.
Got
So
it.
let's go to the
No, sir.
Excel sheet. Right. So now this is a simple Excel sheet, no major calculation, very plain. Okay. So now what it says? Just a minute. First of all, here I mentioned which are all the planets and the number of days it takes to revolve the sun. Number of days it takes to revolve the sun and number of years it takes to revolve the sun. That's all, nothing more than that. Okay, so now watch this. First of all, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. These four are called inner planet. These four are called inner planet, which is closer to the sun. Then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Many people say Pluto doesn't, they will not accept as a planet, but it is working, so we are using it. Okay. And predominantly, I go with Western astrology rather than the Vedic astrology. Why Western? Because when it comes to Western, we have a lot of data to backtest. In Dow Jones, we have more than 90 years of data. More than 90 years of data. So based on this calculation only, we are putting everything in Nifty or Bank Nifty or whatever it is, because we have only 30 years of data. And believe me, whatever the system which I am going to show you now, this works much better in Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq and all that rather than our Indian stock. Because there we have a lot of backtesting data. Okay, so I don't use Vedic astrology because Vedic astrology needs lots and lots of inputs, which again ultimately is going to confuse me a lot rather than being with the trend. So whatever I'm going to teach you now, it will teach you how to be with the trend by using an edge which is called astro. Nothing more than that I'm going to teach you here. But this itself will go out of the mind. You cannot follow everything here. You need to choose which is suitable for you. Okay, now let's go. So now the remaining, this 5 planets, which is away from the sun, it's called outer planet. And always understand, the outer planet will have the major trend change and the minor planet will have a minor trend change. The inner planets will have a minor trend change. The outer planets will have a major trend change. There are few aspects will be there where the outer planet of, let's say, Saturn and Jupiter will be coming closer together. It is called conjunction. It is called conjunction. So when these two major planets coming together means it is going to give a major trend reversal. Because two outer planet itself is major trend reversal. When two outer planets is joining together, it will give you a phenomenal trend change and it will last for so many days, so many months. Okay, right. So now I have given the number of days in which it takes to revolve the sun. So in this all, the much predominant thing is Jupiter. Out of all the planets, the major impact is Jupiter, which is having 144 days because it takes 12 years to rotate the sun. So 12 into 12 is equal to 124. And we already talked about this 124 in our earlier number system also. So 144 is the major number when it comes to market. And you can divide by 2, you can again divide by 25%, you can divide by again 75%, blah, 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 which we talked about earlier. So all these are the number of days and number of years. For example, when it comes to, let's say, Uranus, it is 369.7 days based on the total number of days. When we divide, we get the 367 days. Or you can also use 84 days. 84 days. So now when it comes to Uranus, so which items are going to get, or which sector is going to get affected by Uranus? Two things. One, Uranus talks about the new system which developed after the human, mankind evolution started, which is recently, it is nothing but our technology. We talk about software. These are all the recent one. It may be there in the existence for last 50 years, but this is new to the mankind. So anything comes, new innovations, all that will comes under Uranus. So the IT sector, the Bitcoin, all these will come under Uranus. You got it? Right. For example, Neptune, you can use 165 days in ITC. 165 days in ITC or even 168. So in this, if you take, you can take 369 for all these three instead of getting, one day, after and or one day later. So you can use this. Otherwise, it is, for example, Pluto means which sector is going to affect Pluto. You can take 248 days. 248 days. When it comes to Venus, it is 225 days. When it comes to Mercury, it is 88 days. When it comes to Earth, you all know 365 days. When it comes to Mars, 687 days and 780 days. Then apart from that, you have that Moon, which is 29.53 days, which takes, round around the Earth. So normally I don't consider that 29.53 days. I will give you one more secret. We will use that secret to capture the moon momentum. Okay. So now this is the one which you need to understand first. Then we will go and check which planets impact what. Which planet impact what. So now if you come down, these are all the planets will have an impact on these particular sector predominantly. For example, if it comes to sun, anything relates to sun, it will have an impact on PSE, public sector enterprises like BHEL, BEL, HAL, NTPC, Coal India, whatever. Then especially PSU Bank. Anything related to government related thing, which will have an impact by the sun, because sun is the major planet which will have an impact on all other planets. Like that, the government is the major one which will have an impact on all our day-to-day activity. So anything comes under the government will be impacted by the sun. Anything related to sun. I will tell you what are the sun aspects in the next page. But anything related to sun impact will have a major say in PSU Bank as well as PSE sector. Then when it comes to moon, then hotels, fishery. Try to concentrate on this thing only. These are all extra additions. Okay. So now when it comes to moon, hotels and fishery. shipping and glass. So hotels means which hotel? You can take Indian hotel. So based on the moon cycle, you can trade Indian hotel. You can trade or you can invest in Shipping Corporation of India. You got it? Right. Then when it comes to Mercury, the Mercury will have a first major impact on the sentiment of the market. The first sentiment change will happen based on any Mercury aspects. I will come to the aspects a little later. So anything related to Mercury will have a major impact on the sentiment of the people, which will definitely have an impact on the market. So the Mercury will have a major impact on telecom, oil, later on FMCG, aviation, sugar, silk, insurance and all that later. But the major impact will be on telecom and oil. So when it comes to telecom and oil, which stock you will think about it? Which stock?
Reliance, Airtel.
Idea.
Reliance.
First Reliance, because it has telecom, both. So first, whenever there is a Mercury thing which is happened, you need, because the Mercury will change the sentiment of the market. If the sentiment of the market has to change, then the Nifty has to change. So if you go to the Nifty, the major impact of Nifty will be held by the Reliance, because it has the higher weightage when it comes to Nifty. So when the sentiment change will happen in Reliance, which will have an impact in Nifty. Then after Reliance, you can go to Bharati. After Reliance, you can go to Idea. After Idea, you can go to Indus Tower, whichever is having a telecom background. Then after that, oil. So now we already know Reliance. Now next is BPCL, HPCL, IOC, ONGC, Oil India. So now when it comes to Mercury itself, you have 7 stocks now with you. Is it possible to trade the entire 7 stocks? Is it possible?
No, sir.
Not possible. So in this 7 stock, which is your favorite, you need to select it. If that particular stock is there, your favorite stock is there, then try to fit again the price pattern astro in that particular stock. For example, if it is the Reliance is chosen by you for your lifetime to trade, then it is only Mercury cycle. You don't need to check any other cycle, any other astro impact. No need at all. No need at all. End of the day, we need money. We don't need confusion. End of the day, we need money. We don't need confusion. Okay. So now when it comes to Mercury, these sectors will have an impact. So now when it comes to Venus, then again, the first thing is fancy item. So fancy item means you already know that it is nothing but jewelry. Fancy and costly item. So costly item means you all know that it is first comes jewelry. So when it comes to jewelry, which stock you will trade?
Titan,
Then when it goes
Kalyan
any mid cap stock.
Jewelers.
Manappuram,
Manappuram gold, okay, you can take that. Predominantly, you can take Thangamile Jeweler, Kalyan Jewelers. And when it comes to F&O, you can simply concentrate on Titan. Okay. Then when it comes to costly item, you can take again Tata Motors, as I already told you. Then you can take gold, costly item. Then you can take liquor. Liquor also costly. I'm not talking about my local Tasmark, where the Tamil Nadu outlet is there. I'm not talking about Tasmark. I'm talking about liquor means liquor is costly item. Okay, you go, I don't know how many people drink in this. So if you go to the top class, liquor item and, it will be very costly. It will be very costly. So liquor. So when it comes to liquor, which are those stocks which is available in F&O? Only 2 stocks.
United Spirits and correct.
UBL. McDowell and UBL, that's all. So these 2 stocks will have an impact based on the Venus cycle. Katham. What? Now, next comes Mars. So Mars will have an impact on metals and gold. You can take everything after that. Iron comes under metal, steel comes under metal, defense comes under metal, railway need metal. all metals, you can simply fit in with Mars. So Mars means metals and gold. But in gold, there is something called retrograde. I will talk about it a little later. Whenever that particular phenomena happens, gold will make a major bottom or gold will make a major top. Gold will make a major bottom or gold will make a major top. See, even Venus also will have an impact on gold. I am not telling no to it. That is for continuing the momentum and being with the momentum. But when it comes to Mars retrograde, you need to watch very carefully because gold will make a top or gold will make a bottom. Last time it happened on, I think, 31st of October 2022, where 30th or 31st of October 2022, where gold made the extreme bottom. Extreme bottom. And from there, it flared up by roughly around 40%. So you need to watch out when the date is coming. You don't need to worry about when the date is coming and all that. All that I will give it to you. You don't need to worry about it. Everything I will give it to you. And I will also teach you where to get it. The same date for 2025, 26, 30, 40, 50, the next 20, 25 years, where to extract this data and put it in your Excel sheet. So try to do this homework starting from December 1st, maximum in 1 hour. Duration, you will get all these dates for 2025. So you will know the complete dates for the 2025 list. For 2024, I will give it to you right away. You don't need to do any homework. You need to trade, that's all. You got it? For 2026, I will tell you where to extract this data. Just go to that website, extract all the data, put it in this Excel sheet and keep it for your reference. Okay, right. When it comes to Mars. So now when it comes to Jupiter, the predominant is banking. For example, let's say the Jupiter is having one aspect. On that day, Sun is also having an aspect. On the same day, Sun is also having some aspect. Because every day something is happening in the sky. So if you within this our own solar system, if you want to trade everything, then you will be in terrible mess. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In terrible mess. So now the int is, for example, now Jupiter is having one aspect, and on the same day, Sun is also having one aspect. So now Jupiter is, represents finance, which is nothing but banking. On the same day, when Sun is also having an aspect, which banks you will concentrate?
SBI. Government banks.
That's very simple. Okay. So you need to concentrate rather than HDFC Bank, you need to go and concentrate on SBI. You need to concentrate on Canara Bank, BOB, IOB, Indian Bank, whatever bank, which is there in PSC sector. You got it? So banking and high-end luxury, again, Tata Motor, all that will come into the radar, and silver will also come into the radar. Tobacco, you leave it. Tobacco, we will talk about the Neptune. But these are all the extra fittings items, extra impacting sectors. So when it comes to Jupiter, the only thing which you need to understand is banking. Then this Jupiter 144 works in all the planets, everything. It rules. So 144 you can apply everywhere. Whether it's a Mercury cycle also, no problem. You can, let's say Mercury cycle is 88. And if you put 144 number of days from the low or high, if that combines with the 88, again powerful. Again powerful. Jupiter will add a lot of momentum, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Because money, it aggravate the emotions, which will in turn will have an impact in the market. So when it comes to Jupiter, you need to think it is banking. So now what you can do, let's say next week Jupiter, any one aspect is coming in Jupiter. Then you have the stocks which you need to concentrate based on the Jupiter. Then apply the pattern. In which pattern it is sitting, whether it is near the breakout pattern or it is going to be in the breakdown pattern, whatever pattern, first understand the pattern. Then keep this particular stock which is there in the pattern in radar. When the aspects comes, go and trade that particular pattern. It may be rising wedge, falling wedge, triangle breakout, triangle breakdown, consolidation breakout, consolidation breakdown, anything. And for that, you don't need to search, you don't need to go and search everywhere where this pattern is going to come, whether I need to draw the pattern on my own. No. All available free. All patterns available free in TradingView. There are more than 20 patterns are available. But don't try to trade again the 20, you will again make a mess. Just take one or two patterns, whichever pattern which you like or which you traded already. For example, sir, I will trade only based on head and shoulder pattern or let's say cup and handle pattern. Only these two patterns enough. You don't need to add any other pattern inside. No, sir, I will trade only based on symmetrical triangle breakout pattern or breakdown pattern. No problem. Pattern available. Apply that pattern, and whenever this astro aspect is happening there, if it is coming into the triangular breakout or breakdown pattern, use it wisely. Use it wisely. Again saying, you don't need 20 patterns to trade to make money. One pattern is more than enough to make money. One pattern is more than enough to make money. People will do a lot of mess by adding more and more and more and more pattern. And after adding all the more and more pattern, they will be searching where the candle is. Because one pattern will say, market is going to break out. One pattern will say it is going down. Then the Elliott waves will say something. Ichimoku will say another thing. So a lot of patterns, if you combine, again, it's a mess. Try to stay with one pattern. And with the time frame which you already selected. You need to apply that pattern in that time frame only. Based on the astro, which is an edge, trade. And use FS to be with the trend. Got it? Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
when it comes to Jupiter, it is this. Now when it comes to Saturn. So Saturn have an impact on coal, cement, infra, leather shoe, you leave it. People again will give a lot of importance to gold, but I don't give importance to gold. So predominantly it is coal, cement and infra. Coal, cement and infra. Coal means you know very well which stock to trade. Coal India. Cement means there are a lot of cements are available. Lot of cements are available. Can you trade all the stock? Is it possible? 15 stocks are available. Is it possible to trade based on the Saturn aspect? Is it possible to trade all the cement stocks?
No.
Impossible. You will not have that kind of money to trade Ambuja, ACC, Ultratech Cement, blah, 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 blah. So in that you need to select whichever counter which you already select, apply this pattern. Apply this concept. For example, if it is only Ultratech Cement, only Ultratech Cement. Go and apply whenever the Saturn rule comes. Then based on the trend changing rule, trade the Ultratech Cement. Okay. Now, when it comes to IT, Uranus, I have already told you IT and crypto. And then Neptune, it is tobacco and drugs. You can take FMCG or, you can take pharma as a major contributor by Neptune. And when it comes to Pluto, many people doesn't use this, but I use this because it gives a lot of vibrations in the market. Pluto is a very delicate planet, which will give or which will create a lot of confusions in the market. Suddenly it will change the bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. In that, one sector predominantly having a major say based on Pluto is rubber. So now when it comes to rubber, one is first of all Bata. And there are two stocks which are available in mid cap. So when it comes to rubber, it is Bata, and you can also try Seat tires and Apollo tires. So will come under Pluto. All these will come under Pluto. We will see the example of each and everything. Don't worry about it. First, understand the concept. Okay. So now I have given you the number of planets and the impacting sector. Okay, right. So now there are many aspects which are happening when it comes to planets. I am going to take only maximum 5. Maximum. Even 1 you cannot trade. But I am going up to 5. So we are going to concentrate only these aspects when it comes to trading. Anything above this, we are leaving it, we are neglecting it. Because even in this, even one aspect you cannot trade. Even one aspect you cannot trade. So adding 20 aspects or 40 aspects, which is happening every day, day and night, day and night, day and night. If you start doing that, end of the day, you will be in hospital only. Because your mind will go for a toss. Okay. So now let's go and see which are the 5 major things which we need to concentrate to make good money or to make or to be with the trend. To be with the trend. So now, first of all, this is 2024 dates. So now, what is the first aspect which we need to concentrate? The first one comes is eclipse. This is the predominant impact or predominant event which is happening in a year. So this particular date, high and low, will have a major impact for the entire year. You can neglect any other aspects which is happening later. You can simply ignore. Sir, I don't want any nonsense. Only one aspect is more than enough. Simply select eclipse and sleep. You don't need any other aspects. This itself is you cannot trade, I'm telling you. The first eclipse itself you cannot trade for the whole year. That itself needs a lot of money. So now in this, the predominant is the solar cycle or solar eclipse. The second one is lunar eclipse. So when it comes to 2024, you have 5 aspects when it comes to eclipse and the dates are given here. And the dates are given here. For example, let's talk about lunar eclipse, 24th March. So now when it comes to lunar, which sector will have an impact? Which sector?
Hotels and fisheries.
Hotels, fishery.
So hotels and fishery.
I'll keep it here. We don't want this. So these are the sector which you need to go and watch out for. Simply mark the high and low of Indian hotels and trade. Simply watch the Indian hotel high and low, go and trade. For example, let's go to lunar eclipse on 25th. See, this lunar eclipse and solar eclipse will have a major impact on the index. Will have a major impact on the index. When it comes to the sector based which you need to trade. For example, so I want to concentrate on the particular sector of the lunar thing. Then go to Indian hotel. So let's go to Indian hotel and see what happened after 25th March. Let's go to Indian hotel. Daily. So now this is 25th March. Mark the high. Mark the low. So now, when it comes here, First of all, you know how to trade this. I don't need to again and again go and explain all this. So first, it closed above after the day is open, because on 25th of March, it was holiday. It was holiday. So you need to take 1 day later. I always go with 1 day later. So now based on this, you also know when you see the pattern, it is very, very obvious. First, it is inside bar pattern. Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First, it is inside.
Yeah.
You are also seeing a consolidation happening. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Happening. So now
Yes,
it
sir.
breakout, or it has to give you breakdown. Something has to happen here. So now exactly the event happened. Exactly the event happened. Then it closed above. So now what is the rule? What is the rule?
Retracement.
Wait for retracement.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Wait for it.
You have to take the entry. Now where is my stop loss? I already taken the entry. Where is my stop loss?
Recent low.
Recently.
low.
That is a recent low. So now after that, see, this is the one-time scenario which happened on that June 4th. Forget that. So if you take that, if you leave that thing, this is the stop loss. And till now, it has given, once you know, take out this candle, it has given roughly around 22%. One aspect. Only one aspect. So then after understanding this, use your time frame or use your system to be with the trend to capture at least 12%. I am not telling you that you will go and capture the entire 22%. Impossible. Impossible. But you can at least capture 10% in this. Possible or not? For that, you need to use the system. So now Astro given the edge and it has given the pattern breakout also. Pattern breakout also. So now, since you know all this, on this particular day, what is the high? 570. Go to 570 call. See the number of the option. If the option price is satisfied, let's say it is trading above, let's say 16, take the entry based on the option number. Be with the trend, capture the option pricing. You got it or not? You got it or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Right. So now let's talk about the next thing. So now let's talk about solar eclipse, which happened on 8th of April. 8th of April. Solar eclipse will have more impact than the lunar eclipse. So solar eclipse will have a major weightage on Nifty and Bank Nifty. So now let's go to 8th April. Nifty. Again, mark the high, mark the low. Take the trade. Both sides it has given solid momentum. 1 day is, this 1 day is enough to trade till next to solar eclipse, which is happening in the month of October. 2,500 points done on the upside, 10% down on the downside. Again, another 6% or whatever, 4-5% is done. Again, it got rejected, another 4.5%. This is 1 day event. Forget this 1 day event. Okay. So one candle decides everything. So now this impact will have till when? The next solar eclipse, which is happening on 2nd of October. 2nd of October. You can simply be with this candle and you can trade till 2nd of October. So again, the solar eclipse will have a major impact on what? Major impact on what?
PSE.
Peace.
PSE first.
PSC and PS.
So when it comes to PSE, which stocks you will think about it?
BEL, BHEL, HL.
If you ask me which counter, I will say always REC and BFC. that's my counter to trade, because it is giving a lot of momentum. Even with 500 rupees stock, these two are giving a lot of momentum on the upside or the downside. So I will always go with these two, and the third I will go with HAL, because I need momentum. REC, PFC, enough for you to trade for your entire life. I think one member from 17th batch is doing only this. Only these two companies is trading for the last 4 months, REC and PFC. No other stock is listening. No other stock. Even intraday is doing it the same thing. For positional also he is doing the same thing. He allocated for positional separate money, for intraday separate money in REC and PFC. One is using 15 minutes time frame, one is using 1 minute time frame. Only two stocks in his radar. Amazing money is making. Amazing money is making. So now let's go and talk about 8th April. Let's go and talk about 8th April in REC. See, even that major fall also exactly took the support there only. Exactly took the support there only. See how beautiful it is. One stop. You got it? Right? Vishal,
Just 1 second, sir. Vishal, that's what I was about to say, sir. Vishal only. Not
yeah,
able to hear you.
in mute, I'm getting some noise. Okay. So now this is how you need to trade. So now this is the major thing which you need to consider for an year is this. Again saying, this itself you cannot trade. This itself you cannot trade. Then why you are getting into 10,000 aspects of the planets? People with 1 lakh rupees, they will be, sir, teach me all that. What you will do if I teach?
Confusion.
What you will do with 1 lakh rupees, sir?
Yeah, right.
Trade even the intraday of solar eclipse. That's a problem. And they will put everything in that particular thing, and then they will get confused that 1 lakh rupees will be wiped out before the next solar eclipse. That is what they are planning. How to lose that 1 lakh rupees from one solar eclipse to another solar eclipse. By understanding everything. They are only concentrating on that. How to lose that particular money from one eclipse to another eclipse. By combination of everything. Moon, that one, this one. Moon is sleeping there. Moon is rising there. Moon is doing dating with sun. Nonsense. All ridiculous according to you. Anyway, that's how people trade. Now that's their problem. Okay. So now after eclipse, this is my own version. I'm not telling that this is the version which you need to follow, but this is the version which I follow. So now the next important thing which I give concentration on the aspect is retrograde, which is nothing but retrograde. What is retrograde? Any idea? Anybody?
Looks like it's reversing. Simply called reverse.
Anybody knows astro here?
Sir, I know.
2 astro people joined here. I know that. Yeah, what is a retrograde? What is retrograde?
From Earth, while moving in the circle, it shows like whenever we travel in a bus, if we cross a tree, it goes at the back side. Actually, it's not going back. We are going front. So that's it, retrograde.
It is nothing but an illusion. It's not happening, but for our eyes it is happening. So it is nothing but illusion. Maya, we call it as a Maya. So, for example, let's say this is the sun, and let's say this is Venus, example, Venus. And we are Earth somewhere here. And from the Earth, we are looking at Venus. For some time, it will say that it is revolving like this. With that, the moon, our Earth is also revolving. This is also revolving with the sun. But after some time, you'll be seeing the Venus is doing like this. It goes upside and downside pattern, which is called retrograde. Movement going up and down, far and back. But it is not happening. It is doing its own rotation on its own orbit with the sun. But when you see from the earth, it shows that it is doing a dancing or an illusion, going back and forth. So it is called retrograde. So the retrograde is the next important aspects when it comes to trading. After retrograde motion is done, when when Earth and Venus align together, again you will be seeing it is doing only rounding pattern. Then after again it will start retrograde. So this is the continuous process, and there are lots and lots of videos available how this retrograde motion is there. If you want, I will share one, but this is the concept. Okay, we are not going to do astronomical study and all here. We need to understand what is that retrograde thing and when the date is happening and how to trade. That's all we need to understand. Why it is doing that, it is all unnecessary for us. So now, when it comes to retrograde, most of the planets will do retrograde, and predominantly Mercury will happen twice in a year or thrice in a year because it is very close to the sun. So now, again, in this, the inner planet, outer planet will have a major say. The outer planet retrograde or major trend reversal, and the inner planet are the minor trend reversal. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now when it comes to first retrograde, when it comes to 2024, the first thing happened is Mercury. The second happened is Uranus direct. Uranus was retrograde previous year, and now it has become direct. So when it comes to Uranus, which date you need to concentrate?
January 27.
Jan-
In which sector I need to concentrate?
IT, cryptos,
IT
all
and
the new
cryptos.
technologies.
Simple. So now let's go to Nifty IT.
Sir, then in this one, we can take the EVs.
Yeah, you can do that. Anything comes to new, you can definitely take it, not a problem. So now let's go to when was the date? 27 Jan. 27 Jan. 27 Jan. So 27 Jan is not available. So you can take one day later. Again, mark the high and mark the low. So now it went up, it closed below, your stop loss got hit. And again, what pattern you see here?
Rounding.
It's a clear,
Head and shoulder.
not head and shoulder, boss. First, which pattern you are seeing here?
That curve, sir, curve pattern.
Cup and handle.
No, not cup and handle, boss. This is rounding pattern. People are getting mistaken with cup and handle with the rounding pattern. First, the rounding pattern will happen. After that, it will decide whether it's going to come with the handle or not. This itself is a pattern. The rounding pattern itself is a pattern. After the rounding pattern happens, the possible that it will reject here and it will form a cup. Then the handle will form. So the handle will come like this. The candle will come like this. Again, mark it, and whenever it takes the breakout, it is a breakout. But as of now, it is clear-cut rounding pattern, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Clear-cut?
Yes.
So now the pattern is also visible. You need to simply buy above here.
Yeah, I also see time price there.
Wait for the retracement. And you can put any other pattern. There are lots and lots of patterns are available in trading view. Simply use those patterns and use it wisely. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. Then the Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde happened on April 1st. So which sector you will concentrate?
Reliance. Telecommunication.
Simply go.
Oil and telecom.
Yeah. So now let's go to Reliance. Reliance we have already seen. Let's go to Bharati. Let's go to Bharati. So when was the date? April 1st. Nothing to explain. Nothing to explain. Okay. Simple. So now let's go and talk about BPCL. We'll take another oil. Why simply again and again Reliance? April 1st. In this case, lot of sideways because there is no pattern available. No pattern available. It is again in a consolidated tight. What pattern is this then?
Darvaz box.
No, you can call it as a Darvaz box, but it is not a Darvaz box. It is a rectangular pattern. Rectangular pattern more or less go with the Darvaz box. More or less go with Darvaz box. So there is no pattern available. That is why you should not choose this stock. Rather, you can go and trade some other stock in the same BPCL or HPCL or ONGC or ITC, and you need to apply the pattern. If any pattern is giving the yes, then you need to trade. If there is no pattern available in all the four, you should not trade all these four. You need to go again back to Reliance, or you need to go back to Bharati or Idea or whatever it is. Okay, right. So now the recent one we will go. The recent one, July 2nd is Neptune retrograde. So Neptune means what?
Pharma.
Huh?
Drugs.
ITC.
Pharma.
Cigarette.
Boss.
ITC.
ITC.
This is what I said. Mark the second high and low and watch the magic of ITC. Again, here also this is more or less. Yes or no? More or less rectangle pattern only, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now again, next pattern. Or if you want again, no problem. Next pattern. So the pattern is available, or if you want another next, but normally this is the pattern. Simple. And again, if you take from year to year, well, what pattern is this?
Converging or
Ascending triangle.
Ascending?
Ascending triangle.
That's all. Got it? So now in this, you want to enter. Now where you will go? Based on numbers, where you will go?
Square or cube?
Element
number.
decider.
That is
432.
square or cube number for the target, boss.
432.
432.
I understand, boss. I'm not telling no to it. There is one more thing
Rotation.
you are forgetting it.
Element
Rotation year. Rotation period and all.
421, sir.
High and low point of the triangle.
Purity of breakout, boss.
Yeah, right.
Purity of breakout. Very simple. That is the first thing which you need to understand. Purity of breakout.
Sir, small question, sir.
Okay. So once you apply the purity of breakout, you will know. So now, for example, let's say this is the high and this is the low. Or you can take this major high and this major low. But this is very predominant major low. So now if you want to take the entry based on this particular aspect, so you need to go to the recent high and the recent low and put the breakout, purity of breakout pattern and be with the pattern. Be with the pattern. For example, if you want to use fortune signals very clearly, you can use it. Or even if you want, this is the date which happened 2nd July. Go to 15 minutes time frame. Go to 2nd July. This is 2nd July starting and open is equal to I on that day. Open is equal to I on that day. It fell badly. On that day, it fell very badly. And it is already in G buy. And you got a magical candle. Entry is here. Entry is here. That's all. And be with the pattern from 426 to 400 and whatever, 70, 75, 65. Be with the pattern. You got it? So now again, when you go here, it is Saturn retrograde. So which planet will have an impact on Saturn? Sorry, which sector?
Also coal and
Cement and
cement.
coal.
Huh?
Coal and cement.
Let's go to Coal India. (29th of June). Okay, 29th was holiday. You can take the next day. Mark the high and low, take the day. Finish. You need to understand, whenever you get a very small candle, you need to trade that counter. Why?
Small stop loss.
Stop loss is very small.
Loss will be small.
5 rupees stop loss, boss. It has given roughly around 50 rupees till now. 1:10.
Again, one more pattern also is there, sir. Just behind, smaller one.
Tell me. Which pattern?
That
Which pattern?
rounding pattern, sir.
Reverse, inverted round.
What? Where it is rounding pattern?
After
Just-
that June 4th, that falling.
This one,
Yeah, after that, sir.
no, this is not a rounding pattern. No. You should not do the rounding pattern. Rounding pattern, you can start from here.
Okay,
This is not a perfect rounding pattern. No,
okay.
not a perfect
But
rounding.
sir, but
Maybe-
sir, few shares are not retest now.
Yeah, it has not retest till now. Sometimes you miss. That is why you need to use your system.
The same was happened in REC. There are many shares which are not retest.
So what can I do? Can I bring it down for you?
No, sir.
That is why we say when sometimes a breakout pattern happens, if it is not getting an entry, you need to use your common sense to get into the entry.
Okay.
You can use by using FS.
We can use fortune signals in lower time frame.
That's all. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, so now even if you take this one, you can take this as a major stop. That one day candle, you forget it. That's a euphoria. It's an event. This is a very simple concept. You got it? Right. So now, when is the next important thing which is going to happen after this is Mercury retrograde, which is happening on August 5th. So like this, you have till December 15th. So can you trade all these retrograde dates? All the stocks possible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
With our capital, it can't.
Highly impossible. So now what you can do? You can say that, okay, I am concentrating Reliance, sir. Okay, no problem. Only concentrate on Mercury dates. That's all. Not any other aspects. Sir, no, sir, I am concentrating only on banking and I am concentrating only on SBI. No problem. Only Jupiter. And if you want to do the backtesting, the 2023 dates also is here. You can do the backtesting for the entire 2023 year. The backtesting dates is here. You can go into the backtesting. All is here with you. I am going to share the Excel sheet to you. Okay, you can go into the backtesting. So now this is retrograde, which is the second important aspects which I consider for my trading.
Sir, one small doubt here. When you say Mercury direct means it will have direct impact is what you mean?
No. After the retrograde motion, I told you, no, after the retrograde motion, you will see after some time it will come to direct. Direct means again the same rounding pattern which you see, the orbit.
Okay.
That is also an important day.
So, but this will have an impact is what you're saying.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
And in this this thing, Neptune, you're saying drugs means not pharma, sir?
Yeah, you can take. What is there?
Okay.
No doubt about it. Okay. So now, then there are certain aspects which will also have an impact, which is called conjunction. Vijay Kumar, you, your wife, your friend, come back to me later. Vijay Kumar. So now conjunction. Conjunction means what? 0 degree. It's nothing but closer together. That's all. It is conjunction. So, for example, Wednesday, 10th April, which two planets had a conjunction?
Mars, Saturn.
Mars and Saturn. So, Mars and Saturn, 10th April. So, which two sector we need to concentrate here?
Metal.
Metals and coal.
Metals and coal, India, and cement, as well as whatever it is when it comes to infra. So, infra, cement, coal, and metals. So now let's go and see infra, because we have not seen infra. Let's go and see infra. So now infra means which stock? You have Godrej Properties, you have DLF, you have GMR, and you have Oberoi Realty. See, I am talking only about F&O stocks. You can go and apply the same in the non-F&O stocks also. You can go and apply in the non-F&O stocks also. But I am concentrating more on F&O, so I am only talking about F&O stocks. You got it? Right. So now let's go and talk about DLF. When was the date? 10th April. Perfect time. Till now it is not able to break.
Yes.
Right? Let's go and talk about Godrej Properties. Which is the date? 10th April.
Retrace and boom.
Simple. So now when you are concentrating, for let's say, you are concentrating only on Godrej Properties, No need to go and check what is happening in DLF. In this case, long in Godrej Properties, short in DLF.
Yes, sir, right.
See, it is It's a pure all-time high, breakout, retest, boom pattern. After this day, it has not went out. Once it went out, gave an entry here. Your stop loss is the recent low. Not your stop loss not got hit. It has given roughly around 600, 700 rupees, which is roughly around 30% movement. One stock, 30% movement in a year. Is it good or bad?
So good.
It's
Great.
crazy, sir.
That's all.
Crazy.
You don't need it. It has given this 30% move in the next 1.5 months. 1.5 months.
Sir, check GMR also once, sir, please.
Yeah, why not? When was the date? 10th April.
10th April, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
then
sir.
No, more or less sideways, not given that kind of movement, because from here the pattern is again getting into the rupture. But in Godrej properties, it is clearly visible. The pattern was clearly visible. Here there is no pattern visible.
Yes, sir, correct.
So can we say that this planet thinks works best with the forefront running stocks of the sector?
You can take it that way also, but if you take the major thing when it comes to infra, the first counter which people talk about is DLF, no?
Yeah, right, sir.
But the Godrej property is given you money, no? But if you ask me, DLF has given much better money because it has given a short call and it has given a much deeper cut on the downside.
Right, sir.
Always remember, astro means double in swaddle. It may even go up or it may even come down.
Right.
Come down. So you need to use both the sides. If you are only long guy, then you need to trade only in Godrej properties because there the pattern is very clear. All-time high breakout.
Right, sir. Sir, can you please put on this fortune signals on this GMR itself, because it might be in a G buy and then breaking up, then it would have given the move probably.
It's clearly blue touch. It's a blue touch candidate. Every time it is coming and touching in blue and it is flying.
Right, sir.
You got it? So this is later. Fortune signals is later. We are talking about only about this. Okay? Right.
Right, sir.
Now, let's talk about the major conjunction. The major conjunction for the year. Jupiter conjunct Uranus or Jupiter conjunct Saturn. Very powerful. Very powerful. So the date was 20th and 21st. So now Jupiter means banking. Uranus means IT. Got it? Now let's go and check both. Let's go and check both the index. Bank Nifty first. Before one day, it made the bottom. Exactly one day before, it made the bottom. Beautiful.
Right, sir.
This is Bank Nifty. Let's go to Nifty.
So it is Nifty IT.
This is Nifty IT.
Yeah, Uranus, no.
Yeah, yes, sir. You're right.
That's all. For the year. 1 day you can use this for the entire year. Because I entered I entered Nifty IT based on this also. Third entry I made on Nifty IT in this year. It's on that day, 19th April. You got it? Then I use my own favorite, Ichimoku. And this is my perfect entry, and it took the support here and then it flattened. I combine all my technical tools. After that, I put my pitchfork, I put my Ichimoku, because this is for my entry in mutual funds. Then I will go here, and exactly, if you go here, it has given the exact magical candle in fortune signals in the weekly. Very rarely I get this in entry. And if you see here, exact fix. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the opportunity to enter into mutual funds, because the weekly, monthly and all, I enter mutual funds rather than trading. So I simply go and invest in mutual funds in IT sector. Predominantly, I invest in sector-based funds rather than the large cap or a small cap or a mid cap. I always go with the sector bet. Everybody says it is dangerous. Yes, of course it is dangerous. If suddenly that particular sector is not doing well, your mutual fund will go for a toss. But if the sector goes well, it will give you tremendous money. 2022, 2023, we made a killing in pharma when everybody said no to pharma. We only said no, we are entering in pharma. It is based on astro. 45% it has delivered. Index not even delivered, it is delivered nothing. Index funds, blue chip fund delivered nothing. But pharma was the rock and roll. And this year we predicted metals, but I didn't get a perfect metal combination mutual fund. Because if you go to pharma, you have a separate fund for pharma. Yes or no? Nifty Pharma Fund.
Yeah, that's right.
Every mutual fund is having that particular fund. If you go to IT, every mutual fund is having an IT fund.
Technology fund.
Nobody is having, especially metal, because you will not get more than, here the total number of companies is only 7 companies major, rest everything is Chota Mota company. So now they are saying that they will put part of the money in metals, but they will say it is resources. It will come into that umbrella. Or infrastructure fund. In that infrastructure fund, you need metal. Without metal, you cannot build anything. So in that fund, if you see, they will give little importance to Hindalco, they will give little importance to JSW Steel. That's all. Other stocks won't be there. And that is why we are not able to invest. Otherwise, I would have made a killing. So I concentrate predominantly based on my astro, based on my number, based on my Ichimoku. I will take a sector-oriented bet, which will give phenomenal money for me. And many mutual fund advisors, they are skeptical to get into the sector-oriented because they don't know which sector to choose. They will always say that blue chip is better. I'm not telling it is not better. I'm telling it is better only. But if you want to encash the momentum to make extra alpha, alpha means the extra return, then you need to be with the sector-oriented fund. Then only that return will be much, much superior than your normal blue chip or normal mid cap or normal smart cap. For that, you need to go and do the research every 3 months, which portfolio, what they designed, which added, which went out, what all the new things they added, what all the new things they are out, which sector they are concentrating now. So all that we need to watch it, and based on that, I will invest. So predominantly, I use this thing for my mutual fund entries. Okay, right. Now let's go to So now the recent one is 15th July, Mars and Uranus, which we already talked about. And the next one is 7th August, Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus. So now, first we talked about eclipse. Second, we talked about retrograde and direct. And third, we talked about conjunction. Third, we talked about conjunction. So now the fourth one. You are saying, sir, this itself I cannot trade. Why you are adding one more? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, today morning I went to eye specialist for my eye checkup because sugar has gone so high because of this problem, and my left eye was having some issues. So I went. So they put one, drops. Bloody after that, everything is looking like sun. Even this room is looking like sun now. That kind of brightness.
Dilation.
Yeah, they said the people will enlarge or something like that for their understanding. But now it's really triggering me a lot. No problem. So now let's talk about another aspects, which are all 90 degree, 120 degree. Conjunction is 0 degree. Conjunction means 0 degree. But these are all the degrees which will come very near 90 degree, 45 degree, 120 degree, 60 degree, like that. So this is also more or less important. Again, Mercury Uranus square 90 degree. Sun Uranus trine 120 degree. You need only to know the dates. So now when it comes to June 2, so what happened? 120 degree of which two planet? Of which two planet?
Jupiter and Pluto.
Jupiter and Pluto.
So Jupiter we already know, banking. Let's go and talk about Pluto. So Pluto means which star?
Bata.
Sir, rubber.
Let's go. Bata.
Sir, this Pluto also impact on the defense items?
I don't think so. If you want, you can do the back testing. If it works, you can add it. There is no hard and fast rules here, boss.
Okay, sir. Because in mundane astrology, they used to say Pluto comes, there will be a kiosk or war, something like it. So I just thought to ask.
You tell me the stock, I will go and check. No, if it works, you can add. No, what is there? There is no hard and fast rules here. Please,
Yes.
don't think about like that. Okay, so now let's talk about Bata. When was the date? June 2. Next day it made the bottom. June 2 was holiday, so you need to take the third. Fourth, it made the bottom.
I think it wouldn't have made if not for that event also, sir.
Huh?
If that event was not there, I don't think the bottom would have made here. It would
No.
have just flown from there only.
Yeah, maybe. Because of that event only next day it fell. See, what a beauty. And it was available at the bottom of the bottom because I was figuring a buy. I was figuring a buy Bata because it is touched my long-term number. If you open my O&M and the decider number sheet, you will know that number of Bata. I said very clearly enter Bata for long term now. Beautiful moon, no?
Yes,
Perfect.
And nobody will give you buy entry here. Nobody will give you buy entry here. Because it is going down like mad. So now we know the data. Now let's go to fortune signals. In daily it is in mega cell. Now let's go to weekly. Last time came here, again went back, rejected, came down. Now let's go to monthly. Perfect touch. Perfect touch. Now let's go to Ichimoku. Perfect touch. That is why I said buy Bata now for long term. Stop loss, I think 1280 or something like that I gave. Based on the numbers, that number is already with you in your O&M on the decider sheet. Okay, right. So now Bata is done. So now July 18th, which is tomorrow. So now Jupiter, Quantile, Neptune. So now which are the two sectors you are going to concentrate now?
ITC and banks.
That's all. So now what happened in bank? Now go to the bank. Now you know ITC, it is already flaring up. I don't want to go and talk about ITC again. So now let's go to Nifty Bank. So now what happened in Nifty Bank? What I mentioned in the PPT or what I mentioned in the message.
It will give a phenomenal move.
I said phenomenal move. Why?
Number conjunction.
Conjunctions.
First, number convergence.
Convergence.
Number two,
NR7, sir.
NR7 pattern. Now, NR7 pattern with the inside bar pattern is very powerful. NR7 or NR4 with the inside bar pattern is very powerful. So now if you see here, it is the inside bar pattern of the previous bar and it is the inside bar pattern of the previous bar. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, breakout or breakdown? Breakout or breakdown?
Sir, one question I would like to ask. What is this NR4 or NR7? I mean,
so, see, for example, here, let's talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is NR4 or NR7? NR means narrow range.
Okay.
NR means narrow range. So normally I go with NR7 rather than NR4. I go with NR7 or NR21. NR4, NR7, NR21. Okay.
Yeah.
So if, for example, if this 21 candle, if you take
Okay.
right from here, if you take 21 candle up to this candle, which candle is having the lowest range?
Current one only.
That's all.
Okay.
So out of the last 21 candle, this candle is having the narrow range of the last 21 candles. So this is NR27, NR21 pattern.
Okay.
Again, in the last 7 days, this is very crucial. Why? In this, there are a lot of big ones are there. In this 21, there are a lot of big ones are there. But when it comes to this particular 7 candles, all the candles are small candles, yes or no?
Yes.
But this candle especially is more smaller than everything. You got it?
Yes, sir.
So that is NR7 pattern. So normally when this happens, possibility of a breakdown or a breakout. Possibility of a breakdown or a breakout. Okay. So now again, Neptune, you all know, ITC, how it is flaring up. So that is the next thing which you can concentrate. And again, these are all the other aspects which you can consider.
Sir, insurance is considered under Jupiter?
No, insurance is coming under Mercury.
Okay.
Insurance is coming under Mercury. Okay, it's here. Okay, so now let's go to the next. The next again, conjunction or opposition. Conjunction means closer together. Opposition means completely opposite. Completely opposite. So now again, these are all conjunction towards the sun or opposition towards the sun. So conjunction means, let's say, Mercury conjunction means Mercury is coming closer to the sun. Opposition means, for example, Saturn is having opposition with the Sun on 8th September. It means Saturn is here, Sun is here. Exactly opposite. Further. Okay, so these are all the dates. Again, I don't want to get into the dates and I don't want to tell how to trade and all that, which you already know. So now the recent one which is going to happen now is 19th August, which is Mercury conjunction with the Sun. Mercury every time it happens because it is very closer to the Sun. But try to concentrate on the outer planet concept like Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and again Saturn, Neptune. I have already marked in yellow color for you. So try to concentrate on that. Try to concentrate on that. But when you want to trade only Reliance, now you have extra dates for you. Extra dates for you when it comes to Mercury. When you trade Mercury, you will get a lot of dates because it is very closer to the Sun. Then something called ingress. Something called ingress. This happens every now and then. In a month at least you will get 5 ingress. What is this ingress? Ingress is nothing but one planet is changing its sign from one nakshatra to another nakshatra. That's nothing more than that, which is called ingress. So Mars entering into Capricorn from some other nakshatra for some other sign. So these are all the ingress dates, but I predominantly I give more importance to double ingress. What is a double ingress? Double ingress means 2 planets are changing the sign on the same day. That's all. Ingress means a planet changing from one sign. For example, let's say Aries to Pisces or Pisces to something else. Okay. When it comes to double ingress, 2 planets are changing the sign on the same day to some other sign. It's called double ingress. Very, very powerful astro aspects where predominant top, predominant bottom will happen on that day. Predominant bottom or predominant top will happen on that day. The exact COVID high, 12,604, happened exactly on the double ingress day. Till that time it was only doing dilly-dally. And after that, 30 to 40% fall. So double ingress are very, very powerful when it comes to market. So now the next, in this year, you have 4 double ingress happening. Even you can take double ingress is happening one day later also. That is also called as a double ingress only. Double ingress only, but I will not consider as a double ingress. I want the double ingress has to happen on the same day. If it is happening, not happening on the same day, then I will not consider. So now let's go to the recent one. The recent one happened on when?
June 17.
17th June.
So now June 17, 2 planets change their sign. Which are those?
Venus and Mercury.
So Venus, Mercury means which counter I need to concentrate?
Venus is like Tata Motors, luxurious one.
Okay, Tata Motors or Titan. Simply go and mark the Titan high and low of June 17. Titan.
Also, it's a conjunction.
June 17. Exact up.
So it's 18, I think.
So it's June 18.
Yeah, 17th was holiday.
Okay.
Got it? Very simple. 13th was holiday. So Jupiter, Venus ingress and that too double ingress. That is what is powerful there. Mercury also playing a vital role there. So now we know this date, and now you need to already have your other time cycle, which I already taught you, like cyclic line combination, or Gantt date combination, or 360 days combination, or let's say Venus mean 225 days. So now let's go and do the 225 days from the top or the bottom. So now let's say 225 days. Bhagesh, remind me when the time comes to 8:15 because 8:30 I need to go to hospital. So now let's go and try from here 225 days now.
Hospital Pakandana.
Yeah, 10 minutes. So exactly 225 days, it made the bottom from that high. From that high. So even if you take off 112, under 11, again the bottom. So you need to do all those other thing. You need to fit the astro inside. That's all. Whatever time cycle which I taught you, that has to be there already in your chart. Then you need to fit the astro inside. So now let's go and check the next combo, which is happening on when? When?
September.
September
22nd
22.
September.
September 22nd. Sun interest Libra and Venus interest Scorpio. You can also use, these are all specific dates also you can use on the particular sector, but I concentrate more on the double ingress rather than the normal ingress. If any normal ingress, the single ingress is combining with any other astro aspect, then I will consider that as a major date. Otherwise, no. The ingress, normal ingress, one planet is changing the sign means it has to combine with any other astro event. Then only I will give more importance to that. Otherwise, for me, only double ingress is more powerful than the normal ingress. So then in this year, you have roughly around 4-5 double ingress. This also you can call it as a double ingress, but this is not a double ingress. This is not a double ingress. So one.
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Sir, to which sign they are entering? If it is same or different, does it make an impact also?
It will make an impact, but you need to go and check what happened last year when the Mercury moved from one planet sign to another planet sign, whether that particular stock moved or up. That is your next research. Yes, it will play a major role. I'm not telling no to it. You need to do lot of homework. You need to go and check. For example, let's talk about the recent one. Let's talk about July 11. What happened? Mercury enters Leo. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So now what do you
Venus enters Leo.
Sorry, Venus enters Leo. So now what do you need to do? We know what is Venus, which planet, which sector is going to impact. Done. So now you need to go and take that particular index or that particular stock, and you need to see earlier when the Venus entered into Leo and what happened on that last year. And go for the backtesting for the last 10 years and see what happened based on that scenario, and you will get an observation. Let's say you got 10 observations like that. Let's say we are going to concentrate only in Titan. Example Titan we have taken, and we are going to concentrate only on Venus enters Leo. So 10 observations we got in the last, let's say 20 years. Out of that, how many observations gave a bullish momentum? How many observations will give a bearish momentum? Or how many gave the sideways momentum? So you have the data now with you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
out of the 10 observations, 6 says that whenever this kind of a combination happened, Titan went up. So what you can think now? Okay, right. Based on this past pattern, whenever this concept happened, whenever the Venus moved to Leo, possibility that Titan may go up. Again, I'm saying possibility. I'm not telling it will go up. If you think that way, be ready to lose money. This is where people losing big time money in astro trading. Big time money they are losing. Because I lost roughly around 18 lakhs in one counter. One counter, 18 lakhs out. Just by following only this astro thing. And that time I didn't give any importance to my pattern because my astro guru is a king of a king. Whatever comes from his mouth, I will simply, blindly, I will buy quantity. And whatever money I made in astro, I lost in one counter. Then I understood this is not the way to trade. Even if the God comes and says to me also, based on the Venus and the Leo combination which has happened in the past, the last 9 observation, it has given phenomenal profit. So you need to buy Titan, means I will never buy Titan.
Yes, sir, because there is a lot of
high and low. I will go with my rules. I will go with my rules. If the rules also says yes, then I will buy. Otherwise, I will go short. I don't care what happened in the past. But past will give you an edge. Then when the pattern, the price, everything combines. And if it says that yes, the next observation which is happening in on July 11th, Titan will fly. Then I will go and buy. You got it or not? You got it or not? So this is how you need to go. For example, when it comes to let's say Nifty, the major planetary aspects. Let's talk about retrograde. Mercury retrograde with Nifty or Jupiter retrograde. I will go and check what happened in the last 10 years, and based on that, how the pattern worked and how much return it is given to me. Then I will calculate all the average returns divided by number of 10 observation. Then I will say possibility of 6.5% move based on this planetary thing which is happening today. Recently, I have done one, and I said 6th November, I think. I think 6th November 2023. 6th November, I think. Yeah, 6th November or something. Somewhere I took the date and said, if it holds that low, market will give you 7.5%, and that 7.5% will take the December high low, December 1st low, which was my birthday high. And I said clearly on this day only it will break that high. It is based on the pattern. That you need to go and do the homework. So you cannot do for every astro aspects, then you will get everything, then you will not be trading, you will be doing only research. So try to concentrate on your favorite stock and do all this backtesting. Then you will come to know. Okay. So now this is when it comes to ingress. Then this everybody talks about. Moon phase, everybody knows. Amavasa, Purnima, Apoji, Perigi. When the moon is very closer to the earth, what is the possibility of a momentum? When it is far away from the earth, then what is the possibility of a momentum? Even in this moon, Amavasa, Purnima, quarter moon and half moon is all there. So already 4 dates are there. And moon declination is there, inclination is there. Moon is rising, moon is falling. A lot of things are happening. So I don't give any importance to this. Whenever everybody trades this, I give a damn to this. Many people say, Amavasa top means Purnima bottom. Purnima bottom means Amavasa top. If that is going to be the scenario, then Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani or even Adani will be trading only Nifty cycle only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Nobody will use RSI MACD stochastic. They will be doing only moon basis. Yes or no? It is freely available in trading view. Freely. Moon, if you put moon basis, you will get the Amavasa Purnima date, mark the high and low. That also nobody is teaching. They'll say Amavasa means top, Purnima means bottom, because last five observation, Amavasa made the top, Purnima made the bottom. If you simply do this, your bottom will be out. Simply your bottom out. So what I understood, so according to me, this is the last case scenario for my astro trading. Last case. But what I understood, there is a pattern which is developing. There is a pattern which is developing in the moon phase. There is some harmonic is happening in the moon, especially when it comes to Nifty, not even in Bank Nifty. Not even in Bank Nifty. So this is the dates, the harmonic dates for this year. What is this harmonic? So now if you go here, so what I started observing is, I made the Nifty high here and I made the Nifty low here. December 1, it made the high. 20th 3rd, 2023, it made the low. Then I started using my moon dates or moon, you'll say 29.53. But according to me, it is 27.3. Because if you see from the earth, it is 29.53. But if you see from the moon, it is 27.3. So then I started using that sidereal period. So now I made the formula. I made the formula. Formula is nothing. Why I'm getting this? Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so now 27.3 divided by 2. So it is 13.7. So every 13.7, there will be a trend change in Nifty based on the high which happened on this date. Again, from the low, every 13.7 days, you are getting a date. Simply I am adding this 13.7 with this date. I got to 2/4/2023. So like this, next it added 27.3 with this date. I got the date. Now you understood how I got the date? Or any doubt in this?
Understood.
No doubt? No. So now when I start observing this, there is one pattern which is repeating again and again and again. What is that pattern? That pattern is the dates which are appearing in this column or in this row. Here also the date is repeating. So it is a perfect harmonic between these two dates based on the moon cycle. So then wherever I am getting that combination, I took that is the major date to trade based on the moon rather than using Amavasa and Purnima or any other moon aspects. Any other moon aspects. Okay. So now when I got 14/1/2024, here also I got 14/1/2024. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Again, when I go to 10/2/2024, here also I got 10/2/2024. Yes or no?
Yes.
So when I go to, let's say, 16/5, I got the same 16/5 here also. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now when I go to July, this current month, 23 July. So now I am getting 23 July here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is a perfect harmonic which is happening, and you can use this harmonic for your life. I have given till 2030. You can add after that same formula, you can add for your lifetime and you can use it. For lifetime, you can use this Excel sheet. You can simply add and then drag it and you can use it. So now let's go and see what happened to the recent one. The recent one was happened on 26/6/2024. Okay, now let's go to Nifty. Twenty-six, six.
Yes, sir.
Mark the high and low, take the trade. Got it? Simply you can trade. Simply you can trade based on this one single combination in Astro. You don't need any other Astro to trade Nifty. Only this simple combination, you can use it. But the date has to be aligned with this date. That's all.
But in case if there is a holiday on that day, then we can take a next day.
Next day. Okay. Only the WDC day, if there is an holiday, it doesn't work. Because today is WDC day.
Right.
Today is WDC day. 17/7 is equal to 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It is holiday. Only on the WDC day, you should not take it. Otherwise, you can take it. So these are all, if there is an holiday, next day. Very simple. Astro every day, if it is an holiday, next day. So now what you can do? You can also go and do the homework in your favorite stock and check whether the same combination is happening in your stock also. So now you can put Reliance low date, Reliance high date. You will get the dates. Check whether the harmonic is happening or not. Whether this low date is combining with this date or not. See whether any coordination is happening within this. So for example, if you go here, Reliance 24 and 18/4 is there. Very near. Very near. You can go and check what happened on 24/2024 and 18/4/2024. Go to Reliance 24. 24. Okay, 24 is not there, so you can take the next day. It made the high there only. But if you get the perfect combination like what I'm showing in Nifty, Maja trading. You can take any high and any low. Try to fit in and see whether you are getting the combination. That is what I'm saying. You can take any high, any low, or any high also, or any high low also. You can take anything, but mark it and see whether you are getting any combination in your favorite stock. You got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Like that, this is a simple formula. You can copy paste and you can use it for n number of stocks. You can use it for n number of stocks. Okay, right. So now,
So is there any combo in Reliance?
No, as of now, based on this high and this low, there is no combination.
Okay, sir. If this happened in any of the stock, then what you will do?
Same. It is very powerful. It is very powerful. For example, tell me any stock. Tell me any stock.
So Reliance itself.
Reliance, I am not getting combination. Then you need to go and try. For example, no. You want now? I have taken. I think now.
ACC.
No, wait. Let's say 20th July 2023. 20th July 2023. So now I got the date. I have already marked the date here. So now the next one is 26 October. I think that is what I've already done it. So I'm not getting that combination. No. So you can try it in REC. Let's go to REC. Somebody said REC. Let's go to REC. No, I'm not. Okay, chalo, we'll take this. 8th Feb. 8th. Let's talk about, let's put REC here. REC here. 8th Feb. And the low, it happened here, which is 20th March. Yeah, 20th March. So now let's put 20th March.
Sir, it's 24.
What?
2023. We have done.
Yeah, 20th
So
March.
it's March 24, March 24.
Wait. Done. Why I'm getting this date?
No.
Sir, for high also.
February 24.
High also 24.
Okay. No, it should be this now. Okay, chalo. Just copy it and paste it. So now, whether I am getting 2/4/2024, 2/4, yeah, 2/4/2024. Am I getting or not? I'm getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
So now let's go to REC 2/4. 2/4. That's okay. So like that, you can use this Excel sheet. Simple formula. Simply cut, delete this. Again, if you want to delete this, no problem. And you can delete all that and simply copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Use it for any number of stocks. One lady took this software from me, this Excel sheet calculation, and she's doing only trading based on this. That time I was giving course and
Then
all.
please provide to us now.
This is for you only, boss. It is not for me only, boss. This is for you only. This entire
Sir,
Excel.
then Bhavesha didn't share now.
No. Why I want see, I am sharing. Whenever I finish my subject, I share that particular Excel thing. I don't want to share the entire thing because you will be going and checking the next one instead of doing the homework on the previous one.
Monkey will start its homework.
I will start it. Don't worry. This Excel sheet is only for you, not for me. Don't worry about it. Okay, right. So now this is when it comes to planets. So now there are certain inferences. There are certain inferences which are happening, and this was followed in the market, and it is really happening. Really happening. So what are those? What it says, whenever the Amavasa comes on Tuesday, it is bullish. So can I simply go along on Amavasa when it comes on Tuesday?
No.
If you want to lose your inner wear, you can trade. You can do that. What is the formula there?
Check the
15 minutes.
high and then start the trade.
That's it. Okay. So now when Ekadasi comes on Friday, it is
Bearish.
okay, go short.
No.
No.
Again, check the low and high.
15 minutes low, instead of going short in one lot, you can go 5 lots because it is combining with astro.
Perfect.
It is an edge.
Additional confirmation.
That's all. Nothing more than that. So now, when it says, when Saturn and Mars both retrograde together or in retrograde period, it is not going to happen simultaneously. Saturn will retrograde on some other date, Mars will retrograde on some other date. When Saturn is in retrograde, when the Mars is also getting retrograde, it says market is bullish. So can I blindly go and buy?
No.
Pattern.
No.
Pattern. Here the pattern means more importance because Saturn is happening retrograde in some other. For example, it happened on January and Mars is happening in the month of July. Now you need to go and see the pattern. You need to go and see the pattern. So like this, there are a lot of inferences is given here on bull side. On bull side. This is comes to index. Clearly given, it is index. Then gold bullish days. Gold bullish days. Whenever the Mars retrograde happens, the gold will make a bottom or gold will make a top. And whenever the lunar eclipse happens on Wednesday, major bullish. It has to happen only on Wednesday. It should not happen on Tuesday. Or it should not happen on Saturday. It should happen only on Wednesday. So now when you go to lunar eclipse, this time it happened. So when it go to lunar eclipse on Wednesday, when the lunar eclipse happened here, first lunar eclipse happened when? 25th March. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
25th March. 25th March.
It's a Monday, sir.
Yeah, Monday. So, no. So it has to happen only on Wednesday. Only on Wednesday. So now let's go to gold. Which was the date? 25th March.
Yes, sir. 25th March.
Perfect bottom, and from there it moved like mad. So again here you know that it is consolidation here. Consolidation and a breakout.
Sir, next month it is happening on Wednesday, 17th, 18th, lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
September.
Okay. So now Mars retrograde, if you go and do the back testing, you can go and see when the Mars retrograde happened in the year 2023. Mars retrograde happened on 30/10/2022 and it becomes direct on 12. 3 months. 3 months from retrograde to direct. So now retrograde is bullish or it will make a bottom or a top. So now let's go and see 30/10/2022. 30/10/2022. 30/10/2022. Okay. 30/10/2022. 30/10. So 30 is not there. So you need to take the next day, which is 31st October. Mark the high, mark the low. See from where it fallen from here, where it made the bottom. And after that, no looking back. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Then the next date is direct, which is 12/1. 12/1. 12/1. So from this period to this period, see the amount of gain. You can play in option gold based on this simple concept. You can go and buy 3 months call and be with it till the direct happens. Then again, this direct is applicable. Mark the high, mark the low, and whenever it happens, take the trade. Again, next entry. and you can use it till the next Mars retrograde comes. Be with the market. You got it? Right? So now, again, this is for gold bearish days. Whenever Jupiter is in Aries, it will be bearish, and Saturn or Mercury in Gemini is bearish. So now you need to go and check on the ingress where the Mercury is sitting now. Whether the Mercury is in Gemini or Saturn is in Gemini, then bearish. If not, it is bullish. So like that, if you go, it is for silver is here. You can go on to the back testing, and silver bearish days I have given. So index I have given here, and gold and silver. Since many people asked me commodity, so I added this. Otherwise, I will not add all this. So I have added this also, and to reference Aries, all this I have given in the side part.
Sir, anything on crude or NG not given?
Crude, since I don't trade, Mercury cycle is more than enough for you to trade gold because it is oil, no?
Okay.
Simple. You go to US oil, no? You go to US oil. Very simple. You go to US oil. So now what is the Mercury day, number of days?
3.
3, yeah?
3.
88 days, boss.
88 days.
One day before it made the bottom.
Exactly.
So now even if you take from here to here, this low to this high, again that is where the top is made, more or less. One day before. Very simple. Crude. So now when is the next date? The next date is nearing on 7th of August. 7th of August. Again, you can use 144 days also here. 144 days is going to work like mad in everywhere.
That's one.
Mark the higher low, take the trade. So again, if you go here,
so we need to combine the dates, combination of 144 or 88, wherever it comes.
if 144 is a must one in all the chart. Because that Jupiter, no, even in case if let's say the sector which you are following and it is not under this headings. See, there are many stocks which will not be in these headings, no, some will be missed out.
Yes.
There is no textile here.
Right.
You want to trade textile. You want to trade Raymond.
Yes.
Example, you want to trade Raymond, but Raymond is not there here, no.
Exactly. Raymond is not there.
Okay, so now what you can do? Simply go to Raymond. Now let's go to the low. Mark the high and low, take that. Okay, so again, if not there, here. Something happening to my mouse. Okay, so now this is the date. Mark the high and low, take the trade. You got it?
Got it.
If it is not available, 144 is a simple thing to use.
Not a problem. Sir, can you come to on a planetary date? So just once more.
Which one? Here?
Yeah, in Excel. Sir, in this, there are many up to the 2024, the dates are mentioned. I mean, what about for next year? I mean, some of the lower one which you showed now.
For you.
Acha.
Simply go there, cut and paste here.
Okay.
Start the homework on December 1st.
December 1st means which one?
2024. Yeah, I have given till December 30th.
That got it. Yes, yes, yes.
You need for 2025. Now just go to that kafastrology.com. Just put in this heading, remove this 2024 dates. Put the 2024 dates here, 2025 dates here.
Only the dates we need to put it. Rest of the things will be the same only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you can use it for even next 100 years also.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about it. So you can simply go here, and in case if some chapter is missing in this, then go to this thing and try, you will get it. Because I am not searching for anywhere. I am taking only from here and pasting it here.
Got it.
You got it? I am not doing anything extra here. But only this moon combination Excel is different. That you keep it.
That I got it.
Okay, that you keep it with you. Okay. So now, any doubt in this particular topic? A very simple thing. I'm not confused with, that aura is sitting, here is sitting, that is sitting. Maybe if you want, somebody has, who said he is in astro? Somebody said astro.
Sir, one more thing, just last thing I would like to ask. If you are following any one date, for example, I am taking Mercury, for example. So the date which is coming, we need to follow from that date to coming next Mercury date only, or in between also we can exit and buy and do buy sales also.
Anything. You need to be with the trend to capture the momentum. That's all.
Okay.
You can take it this way. Let's say there are more than 50 days in Mercury, because Mercury will have the highest number of days in a year.
Because I follow generally Nifty only, because Mercury comes for a Nifty, so that's why I'm just.
So now when it comes to Nifty, so now in a year,
Sir, 8:15. 8:15.
Just a minute. Let's say you have 50 Mercury aspects.
Okay.
So now think that, okay, in 50 into 250 points, I want to capture in every Mercury happening.
Okay. A certain point specifically.
You decide the point.
Right. Not a problem.
Upside or downside. Bloody, when the Mercury thing happens, I want 250 points in.
Got it.
After that, I sleep. I will trade next to Mercury only.
Okay.
50 into 250. Nobody can beat you.
Yes.
Enough, no? For the year, enough, yeah.
It's enough.
You got it.
Got it.
Sir, no, sir. I want to trade only positional. I want to be with the positional. No problem. Solar eclipse, I am no positional for the next 1 year. You need to decide. Nobody can trade all this.
Exactly.
Not even first line, nobody will trade.
Actually, this is too much to digest. All you have given, it is.
This first one line itself, you cannot trade. People are putting more than 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs to learn astrology for trading. What for? What you are going to do? You are going to get confused. More and more. I will give you the intraday chart for Nifty tomorrow based on the astro. If you open that Excel sheet, no, my head will be spinning. For that, my fortune signals 1 minute will do the wonder. There I am already, for tomorrow, my mind is already set that based on the astro, the movement is 9:30 to 10:15. It will 10:15 to 11:45, it will come down. 11:45 to 10, it will go. Bullshit.
वो तो ब्लैक में उसको नहीं देना है.
Lakshmi, will you please?
So you mean to say first astro date, second anniversary, third the which you in previous session you showed that, right? Can you come to that page, sir, once?
What I follow. I already showed what I follow.
Yes. Okay.
Got it? So don't try to confuse. If somebody says that, come, I will teach you how to make the intraday plan based on the astro. Go and learn. End of the day, your jetty will be gone. Parvino, New Jetty every
Sir, Bhagesh.
Sorry.
You got it?
Sir, you have to go hospital.
I have to go now. So now I will share this Excel sheet to you, so you can keep it and do the back testing. And again, most probably I'll be doing one more session on Saturday and one session on Sunday, because last week we skipped it. So I don't want to waste the time. So Saturday I will do one session with you, maybe in the night, and again Sunday morning we'll have a session.
We will update, sir. We will update.
I am requesting everyone, please join. Don't miss it, because I am going to take the intraday timing technique. Only for that I will not give recording. And that session will take 1 hour time. After that, we will start the other sessions. For that, the recording will be available. Only the first 1 hour session, where I will talk about the intraday trading technique, there you will not get the record. It is
Saturday, sir.
So which one, on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
It's 8:20 now. We have to go.
Okay, Sunday. So thanks a lot. And I will send you this Excel sheet. Go and do the backtesting.
Sir, one last question. This FS is getting expire on 23rd of July. So it will be get extended.
Don't worry, I will activate. Don't worry.
Sir, that intraday technique on Sunday, right? Because to make arrangement for taking off.
Thank you so much, sir. Go to hospital now. Thank you so much.
Sunday night, na sir?
Thanks, sir.
Sunday morning. We will update the timings and everything. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Thanks, Satan. Thanks, Satan.
Thanks, sir.
Bye.
Thanks, sir.